Hello, everyone. This is your girl, the disgruntled melancholic woman, Honey Lishan. Well, first, I want to just say happy week. Starting out a new week. And I want to say God bless and thank y'all so much for watching, commenting, subscribing, liking. It's all a blessing, and I appreciate y'all. So I went into speaking about if you listen to my journey, I went through pain, being, dissatisfied with services, feeling ignored by the invisible disease, fibromyalgia. So you get to a point where, like I said, you move yourself away from everybody and allow the Lord. At that time, you don't know that you're allowing the Lord to remove people, but you kind of like move yourself to a certain side, and then as you sit down, others start people start falling by the wayside. As people, you just start disappearing. People that you used to kick it with, they're no longer there. So along, excuse me, it's late and I'm just going through it. But another thing that I called myself or found myself doing was praying a lot when I was being ignored, not getting good service. You have to remember through my journey that I have not really had proper care. I've only had one to a ratio of two people over 50 doctors. So this is the reason for my channel is to bring awareness to just not just fibromyalgia, the invisible disease, but just ignorance, period. People not being who they say they are. So when you get to the point of getting tired of people not being, not playing their positions, not doing or acting accordingly, you start moving yourself and start paying attention to another being, that metaphysical, aspect of life that you don't see, and that's God. A divine intervention. People become suspect. You go and you want to love a person, you want to take care of a person, you want a person to, be there for you. But then when they show you one thing, they say, look at this, and then say that's not what was done. You just threw a rock at me, and now you want me to say that's not what you did. So it's like tired. You get tired of not people standing. You get tired of people not standing in there. Shit, you did it. Take responsibility and accountability, and that's what make people suspect because you do a certain thing and now you want to hide from it. This is what we have around us every day. And I personally was putting doctors next to godliness. I thought they were next to godliness. And everyone except two to three of them showed me completely that they were not next to godliness. They are regular as you and I. They have the same price to pay as you and I, and that's to get to our salvation. They are no better. They're just as mediocre, average. I don't hear people say average. People are this and people are that, but everybody's average if you ask me. Everybody's mediocre. Everybody's doing the same thing. So to me, that's just my thinking. Give me a reason to say something different, and I'll tell you something different. But as far as from what I can see, everybody is doing the same shit. So that makes us all mediocre. So with that being said, I don't want to like bore you guys, but I seriously indulge. I seriously started to indulge in God. I started seeing who He was. He started showing me people, started showing me how a person was not there for me, how a person would be easily able to deceive me. So I listened to him. I started paying attention to him. I started seeing that he will bring people into my life that he feels worthy enough to be into my life. He will shine light on things that he feels worthy. So I started giving, when I submit it totally. And I feel like people should get to a point to understanding what their reason for being here is, what you can contribute. I want to say, if I can, Michael Jackson was a young boy. God bless the dead. That song, a song, something about the world need more love. Now, with that being said, this man is probably going on 60 something if he was here today, or a little older. I'm not sure. But my point is this: if he was singing that shit as a kid, is anybody catching on? We're not getting any better. Things are not changing. Things are not getting any better. So with that being said, I had to reach out to something that was different from everybody else, because everybody else was doing the same thing, although my heart did not feel, or my mind or my soul didn't feel like it was should do what somebody else was doing, because it didn't make sense. It didn't make it, it wasn't right. And people want to make things right that are not right. So I had to stand on my own 2 feet, and I had to allow God to become my coach. And he started showing me things that I cannot believe, down to how he speaks, the different ways of how he speak, knowing that, you know, your subconscious is not a subconscious, it's him. You know, you speak with vibration. When you speak, it's a vibration. When you think, you literally hear words. When somebody, all of a sudden something hit you and just say, oh, you should turn to the left, that's not you. That's not your, oh my, I should have followed my first mind. Come on, y'all people, that's not a first mind. That's, give it to the, get the props where they belong. Okay. So, you know, you're going to learn some more things with me, and different things that he showed me, and I would love to share them with you all. It's only fair. But with that being said, y'all, be good, be kind, be respectful. It means everything. It is your salvation, I assure you. Today we have a choice to do what we do, but one day that choice won't be there. You won't be happy. You won't be smiling. It depends on the destiny that you choose. And with that being said, honey, listen, this is your girl, the disgruntled Millie Colored woman, honey, Listen, y'all have a great one. Good night.